Welcome home, Red Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons. Today is going to be a lot of fun because we are going to be hunting for some of our favorite things on this channel. Anything, of course, in regards to animation or all things nostalgic inside of one of my favorite places because it saves us some money. Five Below. And I'm also with Karina! Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta say my name like that.
Marcus!
That was a lot more tame. All right, but we are going inside of Five Below. I could not be more pumped to go in today because we have not been there in a while. An almost what should be illegal amount of time. We used to come to once every 2 to 3 weeks because they're constantly changing the store, but it's been about a month or more now. So I'm sure they're gonna have some new stuff to check out. But one thing in particular I'm hoping they have is a little bit of the Halloween goodness, and that is these new SpongeBob bobbleheads. I cannot wait. They have this SpongeBob one, this Gary one, and most importantly, this Patrick one. And I'll explain why that Patrick one is important to me. I hope they have those, but if they don't have it, it's always a lot of fun to grab some fun stuff in there. Some mystery boxes, some candy, some sour Krabby Patties. There's a whole lot of goodness. Let's go ahead and head on in there. It's gonna be a fun time as always. So let's see what we have here, guys. We just walked in. The store is looking brand new. It looks like we've never been here before. It's like a new location. It's look, are these, what are they called? From Hot Topic, they used to have this. No, they're called Soulmates. So this reminds me of the, what is it called? Skeltimals? You know what I'm talking about from a Hot Topic? They would have like the plushies of like dead animals. I think their slogan was like, dead pets need love too or something. Which is true. And then they have all the cartoon shirts. I know, they are actually killing it right now. Is that Naked Brothers Band? No, okay, that's not Naked Brothers Band. This is still cool though. This is a School of Rock with Jack Black. There's an Invader Zim one too. And there's also a SpongeBob one. They're all mediums, unfortunately.
Cute.
Very, I think they're kids shirts. Well, yeah, the one you picked up is. Usually that happens to me, it's okay. They have this one down here too, Sid. Who is this? Oh, is that Regina George from Mean Girls? That's who it is. But they have some pretty cool ones up here. They have Kim Possible. This one I like, Mini Mastermind, Johnny Bravo. And I think probably one of the dopest ones though, just because it's such a random character to have, is Flexin' and Fitness. And it's Chuck E. Cheese. Oh my gosh, and then the Angelica one and the Helga one. Trust me, I don't care. Oh my gosh, that one is so cool. It's sad they don't have any of them in stock. I mean, that makes total sense that they are sold out. They do have a Lightning McQueen one. Ka-chow. And they have Aang, but I would have loved to just get these for the collection even if I couldn't fit them. Trust me, I don't care. And then Pretty Feminine and Delicate. Which is from the episode where she claims to be those things while shaking her fist. Oh, and the Troy Bolton shirt. There's so many cool ones. Like, they're killing it. Anyway, guys, let's spend too much time in the shirts. Let's look around here and see what else we've got. Karina left already. She was like, yeah, I'm tired of looking at the shirts. Oh, and it's that time again where I have to ask the new people in the audience every year, are you team candy corn or not team candy corn? Karina, not team candy corn. I this year have become team candy corn. Because remember last year we got this for the video and I ate like all of it? Yeah. So now I was like, you know, I thought I didn't like candy corn, but they're actually pretty freaking good. So I am team candy corn this year. You guys let me know, are you team candy corn or are you with the majority that just can't stand it? Okay, so they have some more shirts over here, getting very much in the Halloween themes of stuff. Get the loudest cart on earth over here. It sounds like my car. Just all this noise. Okay, so we found these over here, these best friend necklaces. They have a SpongeBob and Patrick one. Would you wear it with me?
Yeah, I call it SpongeBob.
No, you can wear them by your damn self. If I don't get SpongeBob, I'm not doing it.
Okay. Patrick.
Okay, see, that's how you do it. You just cancel. You say, I'm canceling the whole idea if I can't be SpongeBob. So I call that SpongeBob. Yes, I will do it then if you would be Patrick. There's also a Winnie the Pooh one as well as Piglet. There's even a little Marie one too. It's best friend, but the same thing. Eyes closed and eyes open. See no evil, do no evil. Wait, see, they hear no evil, Marie. Oh yeah, there's a Bluey one too. Stitch, of course. Man, Stitch, of course, because he's Stitch, he has to come with the necklace and charms and a freaking car and, you know, freaking a new roof for your house. Yeah, for Stitch only, right? But look at these. They have new RC cars. Honestly, these RC cars are sick, but they're just cool for like the figures themselves. There's a Wally one, and this one is so cute. The Tigger remote control duck. Because do you remember they had these ducks as just like little squishy ones? Now they made them into these. I hope they do a SpongeBob one. I would love that they did like a Man Ray little RC car. I say we get this one and we give it away on the Whatnot stream. We love our Winnie the Pooh stuff over on the stream, so we're gonna get this one. We have a lot of people that are definitely gonna want to win this one. These used to be $5 though, but now look, they're in the $7 category. There's also Pooh too, and he's an RC too. Like some of the RCs just make no sense at all. Like why does this even need to be moving? But it's a really cute figure, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's just like an excuse to make a really good figure because it's probably like a licensing thing. Like for example, like to make a figure for Marvel, for example, or Star Wars, for Funko to make a Funko Pop of those characters, for a long time they had to make them bobbleheads because like another company owned the rights to like doing figurines of the characters. So I assume that's maybe the case here because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, some of them. Like this random Remy, like you just make it an RC card and therefore you can make it, I guess. Because this one's really cool too.
Yes.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch
Very
with the
cool.
spaceship. That is awesome, actually. Well, we'll see. Which one do you think is better to give away, this one or that one?
I think this is more like the red pack.
It's more original too. This one's really cute though. We'll put this one back. As I always do, I'm gonna grab a Stitch item and say if we don't find anything else that I'm like interested in and we have the extra funds in our budget, then I will get this. But if we find too much good stuff, then I'm gonna put this back. And that pretty much always gets put back. But for right now, I would like to have this, but I might want something else more. We'll see. As far as the puzzles go, they have roughly the same ones. I mean, there's some other ones outside of like the topic I'm usually looking for, but nothing else really. They have more of the ducks up there, the Hello Kitty one as well too. And oh my goodness, there's so much new stuff actually. Okay, so one thing we need to look for is the bobbleheads, but I don't see the bobbleheads unfortunately. But these are new, these little figures. These are plush keychains, so there's $5 each. It's okay, Karina just ran over my freaking hip. I don't even have the wheels got that high, but all right, so let's see here. You could get the rare, which is Gary. I would just want the Doodle Bob, to be honest. I want the Doodle Bob, the Sandy, and the Gary. I have a lot of keychains of these three already, so I could live without those, but those three are the ones I want the most, but I would like the whole set. We could try to work on that over a series of, you know, coming here. So I'm not gonna lie, I can kind of feel through them. This feels like Squidward. I just kind of feels like Squidward. I hate to be that guy, but I kind of feel like I can feel them pretty well. This is Squidward. Are they all Squidward? Okay, so like Doodle Bob would be a little bit harder, I guess. So yeah, this is either SpongeBob or it's Doodle Bob. I'm gonna grab that one. The SpongeBob wouldn't be bad either. I feel like a lot of them are Squidward. I think other people are doing this too. 'Cause a lot of them are Squidward. All right, we'll go with those ones. We have 4. Hopefully we get at least one of the 3 I'm hoping for. It's a lot harder to put these back in than it was to get them out. Okay, we got that. We also have some nails. You have these on right now though. So let's see, we have that. We also have these. These are the Squish'ems. This is a product they actually released at like Walmart back in like 2018, 2019. They were this big. Now they're this big.
Oh, okay.
But I'm kind of getting tired. I don't know if it's just me, but are you guys kind of getting tired of the mystery thing a little bit?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Are you tired?
I'm kind of getting tired of it. I'm like a little bit. I love the mystery aspect of it. I think opening up like all the Pop Mart stuff and like the Mighty Jacks, like you know where you're kind of guaranteed the set and then maybe you can get a chase, but if you don't, it's okay.
Yeah.
I kind of prefer that.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think the Invader Zim set, trying to get the entire set and just getting the same one over and over again.
It's kind of a waste.
It's a waste and you get kind of exhausted of it after time. So like this is kind of, you do. Like for me, I'm starting to get to that point where like I want these 4, but at the same time, who knows how many I'm gonna have to buy to get these 4.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get 2, but it's like, it's kind of annoying because like if I get 2, I might get the same one for both of them. And it's, for my case, I can give them away to you guys. But for other people, you know, they're just like, well, what do I do with this? You know, I just lost $5. So I'm just gonna get 2 because I'm afraid to get 4. So I wouldn't say I'm like, I love the idea of the mystery aspect. I hate to be that bummer guy, but I guess it's somebody that's been such a trend for the last like 5-6 years now that I have so many doubles of things and not a lot of complete things, you know? It's like kind of, I don't know, it gets a little bit exhausting. Like I said, I just want to have the whole set. And Karina's gonna pick something to give away to you guys too, so.
I think this.
The Pochaco, I think he's cute, but I think kind of like, what do you think, Pochaco or Choco Cat or Cinnamon Roll?
I think he's more rare. This. Huh?
I mean, they're all the same amount of rarity, I think. Well, but I just think which one looks the best. You think he looks the best? Okay. We'll get that one then.
That's your favorite too.
He's my favorite, but I feel like he looks more accurate. And then Tuxedo Sam looks really accurate too. But he is really cute. All right, let's do him. And then all the other SpongeBob stuff, guys, if you see me not grab it, it's because I already have it. Like this terrarium, like that was something they had a long time ago and they brought it back recently. They have this, like, so a lot of times the Five Below, it's cool is like a lot of the products that I grew up with, like they have them now like way more affordable. This reminds me of Cadots back in the day. You'd have to like call, pay $19.99, call now and you get like a little bonus item. But there was something called Cadots. That commercial lives in my head, literally. Like I wouldn't say rent free. I mean, it pays a little bit, but this is basically that. But nowadays you can just get it for $5 here at Five Below. And the same thing for this, like kind of reminds me of like Light Bright a little bit, except it's just like drawing. Here she goes.
It's tradition.
The tradition, the tradition. Why don't you do that with Hedwig? I don't think last time they had any of this. It's like a legitimate Lego section now. Unfortunately, it's a little bit above Five Below. You know, it's like it's up to 26, but it's still cool at least that you have them here. And they have some that are only like $10, but that's definitely new for sure. Okay, let's see here. They have all the mystery minis type figures. I think I have pretty much all these. I always look at the Nickelodeon ones though, because I always grab Danny because I always give them away on my Whatnot stream. Everybody needs this one because most of the time this one's always sold out. So whenever I find Danny, I usually grab him. I was keeping them because I just thought it was cool to have like a few of them. But now I just give them away usually. I see also Ember too, another one that's usually always sold out. So I grabbed Ember and Danny so that way if anybody in the rep pack needs one, then I can try to help them out. I think Mitchell actually needs Danny though, so we can maybe just give that to him. Oh, and they have these now. There's Sonic ones. So they have little Sonic mystery mini like Funko figures. Shadow's only a 1 out of 12. Okay, I think we're gonna go for this. If you guys don't know, I have a little Shadow collection. I would be happy with a lot of these though. Rouge, I think would be 6. Silver, Robot Sonic. Super Sonic wouldn't even be that bad. But we're gonna, of course, try to aim for Shadow though if we can. We're gonna get 2 of these too. I need help. Where am I supposed to put these things when you're not here? Thank you. All right, and then they have all the other mysteries on this side, but yeah, these ones are a little bit more like older ones they've had for a while, so I think we can probably leave these ones, but they do have these fugglers here. They're always unfugging, believable. It's fugging, it's a fuggler.
Swearing.
I did not. There's Karina on the toilet there. Skibbity Karina. Nothing else. They have the Furby little minis, Furblets. All right, let's see here. Okay, they have the Patrick refrigerator. This one's been here for a while too. The candy machine, but that one's worth like bringing back for a while. That's like amazing. This one I would like to see them switch it out at some point with like a SpongeBob one maybe, but still cool. So they have new Teletubbies. I remember last time we were trying to get the glow in the dark one, but these are like Halloween ones. They're so cute. But you know what everybody always says in the comments is that Teletubbies are creepy.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Sometimes.
No.
The one on Whatnot that you sold.
No. Ryan, put a clip of showing how uncreepy Teletubbies are. See, that wasn't creepy at all. That was so cute. Yesterday, me and Karina, we were somewhere and we saw a guy wearing a purple hat, a purple shirt, and like purple pants just like this. And I said it was Waluigi. And she said, no, that's just some guy. And I said, that is for sure Waluigi. And now that I'm looking at him again, I am for sure that was him.
And today we saw Mario.
Oh yeah, and there was a guy too today, it's true, who had a red shirt on, a red hat, and he had like the bluest Mario jeans. I'm pretty sure these guys are starting to finally, you know, freaking get their way into our earth, Sonichu style. So one of my favorite things about coming to Five Below is the candy, the different options. This is one I'm very tempted on, the Ghost Toast. What does it even consist of though? Like it doesn't even explain what the flavors are. It's just Ghost Toast. Is it like a cinnamon flavor? I'm hoping. Okay, here it goes right here. Crisp wafer and cinnamon toast flavored creme. Let's try it. I don't know. Let's see what it's like. All right, now we're in the Halloween section. They are ready to go already. Oh, like Spirit Halloween in here. No, it's just like Spirit Halloween. It doesn't work. That's very, very accurate. It only works the first day. But yeah, they actually have a surprising amount of Halloween stuff here. I'm getting a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. The scariest thing here though is this. You can tell it's not a real person. That's AI. They're using AI models for the wigs. That's the most terrifying thing of all. The future. And how AI is going to replace us all.
AI.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even a real person.
What the heck?
Now this is a real person. The fairest of them all. Literally. All right, so let's see here. The next person to find another AI image wins, okay? Let's see here.
Found it.
It's uncanny. These guys aren't even scary. They just look like they need help. They just like piled on top of each other. I want to just help them up more than anything. What's so scary about you, huh? Nothing scary about you. Oh, your hair's thinning. Like I said, it's a little scary, but not that much, really. These are kind of cute, actually. Let's see if this one works. Nope. See all the cool shirts, they don't have any in stock. Unfortunately, this one's so cool. It's rock bottom and it says, this is advanced darkness. That's so cool. But yeah, there's none left. They've had this Raven one for a million years. They've had this Alex Russo one. Now that's what I call bussin'. There's a bunch of the ones we've seen for a minute, but of course the freaking rock bottom one's not here. But oh, I would get this. That's actually pretty cool. Look at the Dora the Explorer one. Let's see, they might not have one of my size, but I would still get one just for the collection. This is actually so kind of sick.
That's really cool.
The Dora the Explorer one. That is awesome. Okay, so we're gonna grab that for sure. Karina just started watching King of the Hill because they did release a new season finally on Disney Plus. It is so good. It's so funny too. It just feels like the show never ended the way they segue into it. Definitely check it out. And now Karina is a King of the Hill fan too.
Peggy's my favorite.
Which is shocking because a lot of people don't like Peggy that much.
Aww.
But yeah, Peggy's cool too. Okay, so I think we pretty much covered everything. We have a lot of mystery stuff to open up when we get back to the cavern. But, you know, we also got to get our sour gummy Krabby Patties as usual. Oh, thank goodness. I thought for a second they didn't have them. But yes, we got these sour gummy Krabby Patties. That is a tradition as well we have to get. And then the secret hidden candy that's the best of them all. They put it behind this sign because they don't want people to sell out too quick. But that's actually the best thing here, the wild raspberries. I put so many people onto these in the comments. You guys have tried them and you guys said, yeah, they're the freaking bomb.com. These things are so good.
Bomb.com.
Okay, .net. We couldn't afford .com. All right, we tried. Oh my gosh, I almost about freaked out. I thought this was a SpongeBob like full meal kit with like a little drink and stuff. They should do that. Is this by Frankfurt? Because that would be in their possibilities then. Nah, it's not by Frankfurt. Otherwise, I would say they could do that. But they have all the usual, usual things here for the, Krabby Patties. I have all this stuff though, guys. Of course, you already know that. And I like this stuff. My favorite to eat is the sour Krabby Patties one. What even is this? What is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Like what a force. Like, oh, this is the Harry Potter symbol. Like, what is this? Is Hogwarts?
Maybe the houses?
I don't know, but that's why not make it a character or something? It's just this random. Like, what is this? I don't even know. Let us know if you know what that is. All right, I think we're ready to head out of here, though, guys. I think we've checked out everything. I think on that note, we'll just start working our way out of here. But what a fun time. If we see anything else along the way, guys, we will let you know. But I think we checked out all the cool stuff. And of course, we got to go back to the cavern so you can check out everything that we did pick up and see if we got the set that we wanted, if we got a plush we wanted, and somehow Stitch survived. He survived this time. Okay, so Stitch actually didn't make it. He was so close, but then I found these. There's these Pokeballs here that you got the buildable figures. You guys know how much I love my ghost Pokemon, and it's a whole set of ghost Pokemon for Halloween. So you have Sableye, Phantump, and also Greaveard. I'd rather have these than that one. I'm sorry, Stitch. One day, I promise you're gonna make it into our cart. You are cool though. I love it. Just not as much. All right, we are leaving right now, and they give us this for free. They give us this little like mystery figure, like I think they said it's a Squishmallow. So I guess they have like kids that were opening up them and just like leaving them like this, and they can't really sell them anymore. So they were just giving them us out for free. So they're like, yeah, I don't know if you collect these, but you can have one. So we'll see what we got inside here before we get back. Karina can't see anything apparently.
The sun. Burning my eyes.
So we'll see what we got here, though. Like, at least I will. Karina won't, but I will. All right, so now we are going.
Can you imagine? You can see it. I'm so stuck.
We are gonna head back to the cavern and check out everything that we got. Let's go! Alright, so we are in the car. I am driving. This is called Drive-Through Squishmallow Challenge.com.
Don't do that at home.
Don't try at home. Oh, we got this guy. This little freaking, what was that? A goat? Yeah, a little goat.
Come
Are they Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
La Belle et le Cochon.
Belle et le Cochon. We got that. So this is, what is his name? This is the Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. That's so cool. I didn't even know they were gonna be Disney. That's so cute. I love that. Thought you were a goat. Everyone know what Karina is in the background.
Oh, sorry. It's just really good.
It's just a delicious, juicy fruit, baby. All right, we are back from the Five Below. We have the bag right here. The 35-cent bag that's built like garbage. We have it here. And I want to introduce our special guest for today. We have Donnie from the Wild Thornberries. Say what's up, Donnie. Yeah, I have no clue what the hell he just said, but yeah. Seems like a nice guy. So we have all of our stuff here. Of course, as always, we are going to start off with the mystery items. Sorry I'm squinting so much. This fan. I just meant to stop him, but I murdered him. Alright, so like I said, we always start with the mystery items, so let's get everything out here. We will check everything out, but I want to do that first because the curiosity always, you know, holds me hostage, and I can't focus on anything else until we get that done, so let's take a look. Wow, we actually got a lot of mystery items. So we have these two Squishums, the plushes, and also the Sonic ones. I say we start with Sponge, go to some Sonic, and then end with Sponge. So let's start off with the plushes here. This is by the brand Buckle Down, and I'm gonna say like the bag itself, they probably could have put like some kind of inner cardboard or something so that way kids can't just fill them, because when you don't do that, at some point when you have like the last few on the shelf, it's just gonna be all the one that nobody really wants as much, which I love Squidward, but it seemed like maybe 50% of them were Squidward due to that same reasoning. So it took me a while, and look what I did. So now there's even more Squidward. So I'll say that, you know, we're gonna review the items, but of course I'm always going to be a little bit gentle because these are only $5. So let's take a look here and see what we got here. I see yellow. Okay, so we got Sponge. Wow, I actually really like this design. This is SpongeBob here, and you know why I like this so much is it really gives me like Green Label vibes, like the plush quality and the way that it's designed with like the stitched in face. I swear that's such a Green Label aesthetic. Let me go grab one real quick. Okay, welcome to the cavern where I can immediately go grab all the examples of what I'm talking about. So this is like a more modern SpongeBob like keychain plushie here. This was from a recent series they did for the new movie release. And you can see how it's just like the picture kind of printed onto the face. You know, it's cool, you know, but back in the day, you know, you had like the Green Label one and he actually had his face stitched in. So it's like no matter how much you wash, no matter how much you know, manipulate his face from usage, it's not gonna start looking saggy. The colors aren't gonna fade as harshly, and overall it just looks more detailed, and that's kind of what they did with this one. So I'm actually a big fan of these. Of course the Green Label one still has that feel to it that can't really be replicated, but I would pick this over this every day out of the week. All right, Buckle Down, you're impressing me. Okay, I see where we're going here. All right, let's take a look at our next one. All right, we have Sandy. Yeah, we got Sandy next here. She looks pretty good too. That, I swear, these give me such Green Label vibes. I don't think Sandy ever got one of those like, you know, Green Label small keychain styles, but if she did, I could imagine it looking fairly similar to this, maybe just a little bit skinnier on the arms and the legs. So like, is she a perfect mold of Sandy? Not necessarily, but there's something about the lack of accuracy that is kind of wholesome and comforting in a weird way. All right, I like the Sandy one. I don't know if that was their intention, but that's just how I feel about them. I really like the old style look to them. All right, so we have no duplicates and no dupe cities. So let's keep it going here. Who do we have next? I can't blame him though. I was trying to look for Doodle Bob. It was gonna be this case where I was probably gonna end up with a couple of SpongeBob. Dang. Okay, so whatever ones I get extra, I'll just be giving them away on my Whatnot stream. Okay, so go check it out. So this is either gonna be SpongeBob or Doodle Bob. I'm pretty sure. Dang. No, it's SpongeBob again. Oh, damn. You know what? Next time I'm just gonna go for the Patrick and Squidward, because then at least I have like the set. And then if I get a Doodlebob or a Gary, you know, that's just kind of like a bonus, right? I'll feel for Patrick and Squidward, and then I'll pick 2 at random, and then, you know, we'll get what we get. But, you know, I definitely, my strategy just yielded us 3 SpongeBobs. So I'm not gonna knock it points for that. I'm gonna rank these though a 9 out of 10. The only reason I'm not giving them a 10 is because even the cheaper brands, they usually put some kind of cardboards where you can't feel it. And a store like Five Below, they usually only have like 1 or maybe 2 people working there, comparatively to like any other. I would even say even worse than Walmart. Like when it comes to the blind boxes, we've all been to Five Below, and there's like always like a bunch of them that have been pre-opened up and looked in by kids. It seems to be like one of the central hubs for that kind of crime. So they definitely need to have that. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I actually really enjoy these. So I'm gonna give them a 9. All right, let's see here though. So this one we could hopefully get anything because I couldn't feel for them. You see, and that's also why I blame them for this, because if I wouldn't have been able to feel for it, then I wouldn't have ended up with all the SpongeBobs. All right, let's see what we got here. We have the Sonic one. Here is the character we are trying to aim for. Honestly, I would like anybody on here except the 1 out of 72 silver. It just kind of seems like it's pointless. He looks exactly like the 1 out of 24 silver. I'm the only one that doesn't see anything different between them two, except for one of them is 1 out of 72 and one of them is 1 out of 24. What's the difference? I don't see anything. But let's see who we got here. Come on, Shadow. Oh, we got the silver. I was just talking about the silver, but you see what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? How could I possibly, like, is there anything that, that's, okay, either way, that's a rare one. There's no indicator as to, like, whether it should matter or not. Does it glow in the dark, maybe? I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing maybe the 1 out of 72 is glow in the dark. But like, how would you? What if they just say that and it's like, you know, you just keep getting this, like, oh man, I got the 1 out of 24, and then 1 out of 72, it really is the same thing, and you did get it, but you would just think it's the 1 out of 24, and they would not have to make that extra figure. So I don't know. I guess I'm still happy though. I do like silver, so I'll take it. All right, let's see here. Who do we have in this one? Oh man, I have no clue. We got Amy. Amy's cool. I like Amy. All right, we got Amy the Hedgehog. That I really wanted Shadow. We got 1 out of 6, and then we got a 1 out of 24. To be honest, I wish I would have got more of these. These are really cool. Next time we go, I'm gonna have to get a few more and get a few less SpongeBobs. I'm gonna give these, honestly, they are just the Funko Pop designs. These are by Funko, but this size factor I actually kind of like better than the Funko Pops. And the fact that they don't come with a box, so you're kind of forced to put them out of box, which is a lot better looking. But as a collector, I'm like, I gotta keep the box. So this forces me to be able to take them and display them. So I'm gonna give these a 10, and they were only $5 too, and they're not that much smaller than a Funko Pop, so makes you wonder how much they're upcharging a Funko Pop. All right, now we've got the Squish'ems, the Smash'ems. I keep calling them Squish'ems. All right, let's see who we have here. I don't care on this one who I get. I just want like a duo that makes sense, like SpongeBob and somebody else, because that will make sense as a duo. Patrick, Sandy, doesn't make as much sense. They don't spend that much time together. Gary and Patrick, there's like that one episode. But, oh man, these are actually way bigger than I even thought they were gonna be. We have Gary the snail. Oh man, so there he is. He is freaking massive. And as you can see, he is like a oh my god. Oh my goodness. So he is the water Ushi. The only thing I remember about the small ones, because I have the small one somewhere in the vault in like a plastic bag, because the only thing is about this material is they're not like, oh, you could just put these on display. You could, but the dust like settles on them and it's so hard to get off. And not just that, like if you drop them, it picks up like every piece of hair and dog fur. So they kind of started to look gross after a while. You know, you can put them in water and clean them off and stuff like that, but you know, it's not really an easy job. But for $5, it's a lot of fun for a little squishable thing. And plus you can smack them. You know what it is? This is like the Liquid-Tunes, right? I put a Liquid-Tunes on screen. These were actually pretty pricey back in the day, and it's basically the same thing. Let's see if we can get the spread. Ryan, slow-mo it or like freeze frame it on the maximum spread on this. I feel like it gets to like here. It's a great thing about snails that are supposed to be cats in that fictional universe. They always land on their feet. Yeah, you can't see him. He's off the frame. He landed on his feet, all right? All right, let's see here. Now I really want SpongeBob because, you know, like Gary and Sandy, I mean, not super notable as a duo.
Meow, meow, meow. He has such a way with words.
You came to the wrong neighborhood. We got Gary again here in No Dupe City. For that, you shall die. Ugh. Get out of here. He landed on his feet again. Alright, so that is it for all our mysteries. I think for $5, these are cool. I think if it wasn't for the good sculpt on them, I would say they're not worth the $5. But I would rather get like the Sonic figures or these SpongeBob plushies or even the little mystery minis. So I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. And that's only because they're $5. Okay, so then checking out the other stuff we got here. These items are mystery items, so we're just ranking them straight. And then also there's things, they leave like this oil on your fingers. I remember that too now. Yeah, I'm gonna give those a 7. There's not like, I don't know, maybe for like a child, they would be fun because they're just such a like, wow, this is such a unique experience for me. I'm 5. So therefore everything that's slightly new from the norm is an experience. So otherwise, if you're, you know, a seasoned collector or just a fan of SpongeBob, there's definitely some better stuff out there. It makes your fingers less oily, not a chance of it blowing up and ripping and getting all over your house, and doesn't pick up all your fur and your, you know, there's a lot of downsides, isn't there? But taking a look at our next item here, now that's just cool. We have the 10 color pin. This is just awesome. Only $4, and it's just sweet, you know? Like if you work and you just have, you know, you use your pen a lot. For me, I take a lot of notes, especially on my Whatnot streams for like different things I have to do, requests, and people want me to sign stuff, which I'm honored to do and I'm surprised anybody wants, but I do, you know, and I write those notes down with a pen. And I've had like one pin, which is like this Mr. Krabs one by Funko, that I've had that pin for like 6 years, and it's just somehow never run out of ink. I mean, granted, I've used other pins in between times, but like I've had it for a long time. So there's basically 10 different cartridges of ink inside of this pin. So as long as like the color that you use doesn't matter, like, you know, when you're in school, if you use a red pen, it was like, whoa, you're expelled. You should be sent to death because you should be killed on spot because, you know, the teacher uses red ink, and how can they grade your papers, right? It's not like they could use a black pen to grade it, just something to contrast what you did. But if you just use any ink, you could really use this pen for a long time. I know that seems stupid, but like for me, I like items with a long lifespan, you know, because you know, then you have more memories with the history of having. Like I love that Mr. Krabs pen, mostly because I've just been using it for so long, like my whole adult life almost. And like now that I'm saying all that, I kind of wish I would have bought 2 so then I could open up one, because I just think this is such a unique item. I don't even know if we've ever had a SpongeBob pen that was 10 colors like this, so I do want to keep it in the packaging, but I will get another one. And this one I'm going to give a 10 out of 10, a 10 for each color. Next up here, I've already ranked these before, but I'm just going to show you guys them. That is the Danny Phantom and Ember. These, besides the Funko Pop variations of them, these are like the only accessible figures of these two characters. Like just in general, like I mean, there's like an old Danny Phantom figure that you can pick up, but if you haven't got these already, I think they are getting to the point where they're starting to get old, and you might start seeing them exit shelves pretty soon here. So if you haven't, now's a good time to go out there and grab one. Next up, we have the freaking, like, I'm gonna go online and see if I can find this shirt or something similar in my size because I love this shirt. You know, I watched a little bit of Dora growing up. Like, I don't collect a lot of Dora stuff just because it's not really my vibe, but like I will collect certain stuff like it's really iconic. Like above me, I have Boots hanging on the top of the shelf. It's a vintage Boots plushie, him like jumbo size, he's hanging up there. I have Dora and Diego's backpack up here. I think I have another backpack of Dora's over there. You know, I have some items that are more like icon pieces, just something that like you instantly see it and you recall the show. Like I don't collect like every single Dora, you know, doll or figure I can find. I just collect stuff that's like visually representative. So this shirt though, I just love how it's like this freaking aggressive, like badass, like almost like band tee or like hip hop, like Tupac shirt, but it's Dora on it. Like that's something I could definitely get behind. So I mean, I could probably fit this one, but if I wash it, it's gonna shrink. Five Below shirts shrink hardcore, so I'm not gonna wear this one. This one's just gonna go in my collection. You know, maybe maybe 15 years from now, this is gonna be vintage. That would look kind of sick, hung up in a frame. So I'm glad that I picked this up. 10 out of 10 for the Dora t-shirt. I mean, honestly, 10 out of 10 for all of Five Below shirts. If you like the design, where else are you getting a shirt for $5? Nowhere. That's where. I'll cut you. I'm sorry. Now I'll cut you. It's very, very small. Just more like a paper cut. Next up here we have the Best Friends Forever necklaces. I just love this concept. Very, very cute. This is the SpongeBob one and also the Patrick one. So I have to go give Karina her Patrick one. I am definitely going to be giving the SpongeBob one. I was just joking in the store about not wanting to have one with her because I couldn't be SpongeBob. It was just a joke. I mean, I would have still done it, but I would have had some kind of, you know, I would have thought about it a lot, you know. Well, I like Patrick, but I really like SpongeBob. Almost as much as he likes Squidward.
I like Squidward.
So yes, very, very cute setup there. $5 too. You basically get 2 necklaces. Even if you don't got a friend, you could wear a Patrick necklace one day, a freaking SpongeBob one the next day. You know who your best friend should always be? You. You know who knows you better than anyone else? Me. No, you. You should always love yourself, be comfortable being with yourself, and be comfortable having conversations with yourself, even if they're out loud in the grocery store like with me. Okay, and then next up here we got the Pokemon. So I actually realized when I went into my house, I was like, dang, man. So I'm not a big fan when they reprint stuff, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. And action figures have done that for years, just reproducing it, changing the mold. But I do wish they would have done a variation. I already have a Sableye. So I have an old Sableye from like maybe 2017, 2018 when they first started doing these, but I forgot that I had it. So I got this Sableye. I will probably be, I don't know, either maybe gonna give this one away, or maybe I'll build this one since the other one I have is still in the packaging. I don't know yet, but I did like that for Halloween they did the ghost types here. I do not have this though, the Phantom here. And then I really like this one because Greabeard has become one of my favorite Pokemon ever since Scarlet and Violet. Absolute beast of a Pokemon. And it's also a really cute dog with a candle on its head. How can you not like that? So these two are both gonna go in my Pokemon collection. Up there with like my Gengar and ghostly stuff. It's mostly Gengar and Mimikyu and a little bit of Darkrai, but it's mostly ghost themey, dark. You know, I've always liked this aesthetic, you know, in Pokemon as a kid. And it's just something I've kept going as an adult, so I will add them to that collection. And I will say I will give these a 8 because they were $6. And I love Five Below so much because it's $5 and under, you know? I get it that $5 and under is getting harder and harder to stay to, you know? Comparatively, like when they first opened, I'm sure that gave them a huge range of stuff they could do. But seeing that Lego section where like the cheapest item was $10, it makes me very afraid of like where Five Below will be in the future. We went from the whole store being $5 to then having the 5 and beyond section where everything in like basically a third of the store now is above $5. And now you have these little not $5 items trickled around the store. So it's like getting thinner and thinner the amount of items that are under $5. And I feel like they push it a little bit above on stuff just because they want to have it in the store. Like, I get that you wanted to sell these, but if you couldn't sell them for $5, doesn't mean like you just, oh, let me just make it 6. You know, it's close enough. You know, I think the same thing with remote control figures. Like now they're $7 and they used to be $5 all the time. So I guess it just bothers me to see it. So $6 on these, I think that's still probably cheaper than if you got them at Walmart or something. Maybe, I don't even know. Like, let's see. Yeah, so I mean, it's not that bad, I guess. Like, you know, at least they are aiming to be the cheapest in that thing. So maybe that helps them get customers in the door and they pick up more of those $5, $2 items. Because at Target, they're asking $9.99 and then at Walmart, they're asking $8.99. So $6 is what, $3 cheaper than the second cheapest place. That's pretty good. I'll give them a 9. I'll give them a 9 just because they are trying at least to make it the cheapest of those options. But it is getting scary how much of the store is not $5 now. Shirts, I don't even think are $5 anymore. They're $5.95. The Funko Pops have been $5.95. Now we got these things that are $7, you know, and pretty soon you have to change that damn name to 10 and below, okay? But it still wouldn't be true because you still got the Beyond section. Just call it below and just put whatever number you want in front of it. That's what you're doing. All right, then we got these two items to give away to you guys. I'm a big fan of Winnie the Pooh. It's just such a wholesome, precious, beautiful show. So I'm gonna give both these items a 10 because Karina picked this one and she'll be mad if I didn't go to 10. And I'll pick this one as a 10 because I think it's a 10. So it's very, very cute little Tigger. And again, both these will be given away on my Whatnot stream for absolutely free. For some reason, like the ADHD in my brain, when I said absolutely, my brain saw it in images and it came out like this. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. If you guys want to support this show further, you can check out the Patreon down below, and you can also become a member right here on YouTube. For as little as $2 a month, you can sign up. You get access to videos that are not available anywhere else, with more videos coming very, very soon. On Patreon, you also get extended versions of every single video that I upload, as well as early release. And again, you can go check my Whatnot stream. You get $20 for free when you sign up, and when you use my link, and you also get access to all those giveaways I do every single week. We just gave away some production sketches for Scooby-Doo. We do giveaways that are crazy every single week. Love for you to come check it out. And again, all of that is free. All you have to do is sign up. I promise you. Even the shipping is free. You can get this stuff without literally spending a single cent. So go check it out. And a bonus thing, if you want to go check out my other channel that is also cartoon themed, go check out the Comfort Cartoons Archive. It's just a channel where I showcase, talk about different stuff that I probably wouldn't over on this channel. It's just more of kind of like, you know, there's no upload schedule in exact yet, but you know, there is some bonus content over there, and I'd love for you to go check it out and even subscribe if you guys could. That would be awesome. That link will be in the description, actually at the end of the video here as well too. But before we go anywhere, you know the drill. Scan it! Alright, so that is it. I will see you guys in this video right here. Again, Patreon, Whatnot, all that information down below. And I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios and bloop!